Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down. Shotgun snap. He's blitzed. Throws a dump ball into the end zone. Groves. He caught it. Signal a touchdown. The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
We'll start with a memorial. We'll start with a memorial.
From the class of 2016, Landon Young. From the class of 2015, Lucky Jackson. And from the class of 1980, George Adams. The Kentucky High School Athletic Association requires officials to enforce sportsmanship rules. High school athletics emphasize positive values. All parties should work hard to create a sense of teamwork, respect, responsibility, and perspective. We remind you that officials expect good behavior and will quickly penalize misconduct. We encourage and appreciate your help. Let this competition reflect mutual respect among all participants and officials. Good luck and have a great game.
welcome in everybody to 92.3 WFKN, your home for all of today's best country music and Will Cody in the morning. My name is Cody Schuler, and alongside me is the legend who will keep us on the rails all season long, Mr. Brian Talley. We are here as your broadcast team that will be bringing you all your information and play-by-play for your very own Franklin-Simpson Wildcats football all season long. Brian, I do feel like we are on a vacation of sorts tonight because we're a good 2.5 hours from home all the way up in Lexington, Kentucky, at the home of the Lafayette Generals. Yes, that's the way they say it here, Lafayette, in the beautiful city limits of Lexington. We can see Kroger Field from up here in the booth to give you an idea of where we're at. I was personally born and raised here in the Lexington area, so there is a part of me that feels right at home. 20 years ago this year, I played high school basketball right here against the Lafayette Generals, and tonight it is good to be back to see what I now consider home. Our Franklin-Simpson Wildcats take to the gridiron to face the Lafayette Generals. Brian, good to see you made the trip with us. How are you tonight, man?
I'm good, Cody. Excited to come up tonight and see a team that we don't get to see often. Actually, this is the first meeting ever between these two schools. So sometimes it's good to step outside the area and see some different some programs and how they do things. Absolutely.
This is a beautiful campus that is a very, very old school, but it has been updated. The field looks wonderful. The paint and everything looks really nice. But typically at this time, I would dive into our previous week's game statistics and everything there is tonight. But, Brian, I do believe before we move forward with anything more football-related or Franklin-Simpson related that we make a point to take this time to honor an individual that has meant so much to our Franklin-Simpson community. Mr. James Henry Mooneyhan passed away this past August the 29th, 2025, at the age of 84 at his residence. Crafton Funeral Home was in charge of the arrangements, and a service was held this past Monday afternoon. He was laid to his final resting point at Green Lawn Cemetery. Mr. Mooneyhan was a native of Franklin and Simpson County, and he was the son of the late Virgil Mooneyhan and Mary Evelyn Aiken Mooneyhan. He was preceded in death by his wife, Hannelore Mooneyhan, his son, Ricky Mooneyhan, and his grandson, Brian McCreary. To most, he was known as Moon and was a friend to all. He was a Simpson County jailer for 22 years and a Kentucky colonel. He was an Army veteran from 1958 to 1962. He was a member of the Calvary Baptist Church, where he had served as a deacon for 62 years and a Sunday school director for 45 years. Moon was a top-notch commentator along with his sidekick Steve Thurmond, and most memorably for their commentary on Franklin-Simpson High School's football and basketball, where Mr. Mooneyhan is also a member of the Franklin-Simpson Athletic Hall of Fame. Together, I'm told that they were made an awesome team. Survivors of Mr. Mooneyhan include his daughter, Jane Ross, and her husband, Tim, his brother, Leon Mooneyhan, and his wife, Carol Beth, 4 grandchildren, Brandon McCreary, Jacob Mooneyhan, and wife, Haley, Anna Mooneyhan, and husband, Seth, and Jack Ross, along with 2 great-grandchildren, Gabriella Mooneyhan, Maddox Ferguson, and companion Fran Daniels. If you would like to honor Moon, please make donations to Calvary Baptist Church of 804 Church Street in Franklin, Kentucky. And as I said, I did not have the honor to know Mr. Mooneyhan, but to his family and loved ones that he's left behind, I do sincerely hope that I did his obituary justice this evening. And, Brian, I did not have the honor of knowing him, as I said, but Mr. Moon, as everyone called him, but I know that you did and even had an opportunity to work with him. So what would you like to tell us about Mr. Mooneyhan?
Well, first and foremost, Cody, that's a fitting tribute to Moon. And just to be quite blunt, I wouldn't be sitting in this chair if it wasn't for him. Back in 2014, 2015, I started working part-time down at the radio station, and he found out that I had aspirations to broadcast sports, and he made me pay my dues. I traveled with he and Mr. Thurmond the first couple of football seasons. I didn't get to do anything but be with them, and I would be in the press box. I didn't put a headset on. I just observed, and looking back, he knew that I didn't go to school to do this. I was not, trained in this, that was my training ground. Is
Yeah.
just sitting and just getting to watch. And it's, what he did for broadcasters, and more importantly, for Franklin-Simpson athletes over his years, it cannot be understated and can't be overstated, honestly. He was one of a kind.
Yeah, that's my understanding of the man that he was. Quite the list of accolades to Mr. Mooneyhan.
And I'll be honest, those first few games, I thought I was going to get, he'd say, now, Tally, we're going to leave from here at the station at 3:30 Friday afternoon if you're going to go with us.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I thought, well, I'll get to the game and I'll get to put a headset on and I'm going to get to take part. No, like I said, that was my training time, and I appreciate him doing that so much.
Well, Mr. Mooneyhan, gone at the age of 84. He passed away this past Friday. We thought we would take the time to honor him correctly rather than rush through it when we had the opportunity this past Friday night. And at this time, we would like to take just a moment of radio silence to honor the life and legacy of Mr. James Henry Mooneyhan, a true legend of Franklin-Simpson lore, gone at 84. Thank you. You're listening to 92.3 WFKN. We'll be right back with the pregame show with Cody Schuler and Brian Talley right after this.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
And it was an absolute rout in the end. The game ended 49-14, where the action was highlighted, in my opinion, after going back and rewatching some of the action, by a second-half defense that turned up the intensity to an 11. The pads were popping, as I like to say. The bodies were stacking, and the field was full of Wildcats seeking out some contact. At halftime, this was a 28-14 score where Brian and I looked at each other and felt like this was a game that, had it not been for a few Dragon mental lapses, the score could have very well been flipped the other way around. The game was started off by a near 90-yard return on the opening kickoff by Xavier Hampton to put the Wildcats up 7-0. Brady Delk had a touchdown pass to Blake McPherson in the front corner of the end zone for his first touchdown pass of the season. The Dragons had us on our heels, though, in the first quarter. Quarterback Latavius Dunn of the Dragons came out slinging it, flat out slinging it all over the field, and led to an opening drive touchdown of their own. and almost took the lead but failed the two-point conversion attempt. After the McPherson touchdown catch, the Dragons marched down the field again for another touchdown on a 60-yard bomb and catch to bring the lead back down again just to a 1-point lead. The Wildcats put up 2 more touchdowns. No, that actually tied the game, pardon me. That one tied the game. The Wildcats put up 2 more touchdowns before the half to make it a full 2-touchdown lead, and in the second half, they never looked back. A huge 60-yard pitch and catch from Delk to junior Brody Perry for a touchdown, his first touchdown catch of the season. Aiden Jones looked more like a bruising Marshawn Lynch-style running back that we've been accustomed to seeing, and ran for a touchdown of his own. Xavier Hampton got another touchdown run, his second of the game, and the offense did what the offense does. The wing T looked as it should in the second half, and our boys delivered on the big play when they needed to, with senior quarterback going 3 for 6, so not a whole lot of passing attempts, but they went for 114 yards with 2 touchdown passes. Overall, on the rushing end, Xavier Hampton went on back-to-back games for over 100 yards on the ground with 10 attempts for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns. Hampton having an incredible start to this season, and I'll get more to that in our next segment. But, Brian, what'd you like from our offense against Warren Central?
Well, Cody, second half, really, like you said, we dominated that football game. We started doing what you've heard me say already, just our stuff, Franklin stuff, running that wing T and running it successfully, and that's really going to have to continue tonight and next week. We're 2 weeks away from district play. 2 weeks from tonight, we are in Paducah, so 2 more games here pre-district play to really get some things ironed out.
Well, I did want to take a moment to apologize to our listeners because all that weather that you're getting right now in Franklin, the severe thunderstorm watch and all that you're getting down there, it apparently has sort of passed us by for the time being. We were anticipating all that happening here in Lexington sometime between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. So we've moved up the game time. We're at 12.5-minute countdown timer before opening kickoff. But we're still getting a ton of wind, which you're hearing coming through on our microphone. So I did want to apologize for that. Thank you for sticking with us and hearing how your Wildcats turn it out. We'll do what we can to try to get rid of some of that wind here momentarily. But when the score got out of hand, we saw a lot of younger Wildcats take the field for Franklin-Simpson. But I want to hit on the defense that really stepped up in the second half of this game because it truly made a statement, I believe, not just to the visiting Dragons, but to other teams in our new district. Jackson Gass, the junior, who plays an old-school brand of football, in my opinion, had 11 tackles and goes up in double-digit tackles again. Caden Bennett, the senior, had 8 tackles. Jamarius Franklin, another senior who seemed to be all over the field on Friday night, had 7 tackles, and one of them for a loss and another one for a sack in the game. He was just phenomenal. Blake McPherson and Mikey Fowler also had 6 tackles apiece for the game. So our boys were flat out everywhere, it appeared. So it was just a phenomenal time. Do want to point out your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats. They are going to be in the all-white uniforms tonight, looking like the University of Kentucky Wildcats almost to a point. White uniforms with blue letters and numerals across them, and they're going to have blue helmets as well, the Wildcat blue that we are so accustomed to. Brian, on this past Friday night, as every team tests us with their arm, it seems like right now. We're going to get that same test tonight, but we'll get to more on that in a moment. What did you see from our second half defense in particular?
A lot better. I talked at halftime that maybe the idea for us would be to play off of those receivers some, give them a little space. That way they would have a harder time getting behind us for those deep balls, and that's really what they did in the second half. We allowed them their 4 or 5 yard completion if that's what they wanted to take, but we didn't let them get behind us. And I thought, honestly, Cody, that was the difference in the football game in the second half. Our defense gave them what they didn't want to take, and sometimes you have to do that to win a football game, and that's what Coach Cheney and his staff did.
Absolutely. Staying in front not giving up the big play. Our Pelican snowball player of the game for this past Friday night was Brody McAllister. Brody, our kicker, the junior kicker, was 7 for 7 on extra point attempts and sent, I think, a total of 4 kickoffs through the back of the end zone for a touchback. He was feeling extra strong, obviously, in his right leg this past Friday night, and we thought it was especially important to honor our special teams when we got the chance. So congratulations, Brody McAllister, on being our Pelicans Snowballs player of the game. We are going to take a quick little break, and we'll be right back with more Wildcat football insight with your pregame show live with Cody Schuler and the legend himself, Brian Talley, right after this on 92.3 WFKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Welcome back, everybody. It's time to take a look into the opponent's huddle and find out some keys to the game for our Franklin-Simpson Wildcats here as they're getting set to take on the Lexington Lafayette Generals. The Generals are also 1-1 on the season, a 6A team. They had an opening loss against Collins, which was a blowout in 49-9 fashion. Then they followed that up with a win here at home of the Generals, a 46-8 win against Henry County. Now, looking to the statistical categories of the Generals, I anticipate that we're going to see a whole lot of what we've seen from other teams this season on offense, meaning that they are going to throw the ball around the field quite a bit early on against the Wildcats and test our secondary. Quarterback of the Generals, I apologize for butchering his first name, but we're going to go with Javanis Kondo. Javanis Kondo, a senior, was 18 of 33 on pass attempts for 302 yards with 4 touchdowns and 1 interception against the visiting Henry County. The team had just 11 rush attempts on that evening. Now in their loss to Collins, Kondo was 7 for 19 for just 82 yards and 1 touchdown. The team ran the ball 26 times for 126 yards on that evening, and I believe most of that was more likely in garbage time where they were looking to run the clock down and just get it over with and get out of that ball game before it got any more out of hand. On the year, he is only thrown to 5 different receivers, but his favorite target, without a doubt, has been Cale Locklear. A senior. Locklear has 13 receptions for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns through 2 games. Kondo also likes to throw it to junior Colton Coleman, who has 5 receptions for 108 yards on the year. And Jackson Grants and J.J. Richardson, 2 juniors, also have a touchdown reception on the year through 2 games. Defensively, the Generals are dangerous in their secondary, so if and when we do throw the ball, we're going to have to be deliberate and accurate out of the quarterback position. 4 players have interceptions through 2 games of play, and Zion Harmon has 2, with one of those being returned for a touchdown, and Jackson Grants has also returned 1 for a pick 6. Grants also serves as a team kicker, so we're probably going to call his name a lot tonight. Brian, is there anything that stands out for you in particular for the Generals?
Cody, the fact that they've thrown the ball 55 times through 2 games.
55.
That's a lot. And only 1 interception out of all those attempts. 5 touchdown passes to 1 interception. You'll take that ratio every day of the week, no matter what team you are. So definitely those numbers passing the ball stand out. Why do they stand out? Because if this Wildcat team has struggled anywhere this year, we've talked about this ad nauseum, it seems like, but if we've struggled anywhere, it's been against the deep ball, and I think this team is going to try to expose that tonight.
Absolutely. That's what it seems like that they do very well. Now for your Franklin-Simpson offensive keys of the game, as it will be for the entirety of the season, we've got to own the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely.
Simple, old school, run it down their throats until we pound them into a finely ground dirt. This is a winnable game for our Wildcats, even though they've traveled a great distance to come here and play against a 6A team. We saw what happened a week ago at home, and what I believe made the difference is that our Wildcats flat out physicaled the Dragons. We were the aggressors that imposed our will until enough time went by that they couldn't keep up any longer. The Dragons went into halftime and came back out in the second half ready to just give in, if I'm putting it out there without any kind of a filter. At any level of football, when you have a bigger and stronger team that runs the ball that we do, if your defense can keep the score within reason, then eventually the bigger team will lean on the smaller men long enough until they're just going to break. So what are my personal keys to this game? One, own the line of scrimmage. Next, for our defense, bend but don't break, meaning that we can't afford to give up the big plays like we've talked about. We've seen Whites Creek and Warren Central throw it down the field on us, but we can't afford to let the athletic receivers of Lafayette get behind our corners. So key number 2, bend but don't break on defense. And lastly, key number 3, as I'm trying to get it in here quickly, a throwback to the GOAT John Cena. We must play with ruthless aggression. Being a team that is that this Lexington squad probably thinks is probably some sort of small-town Boondocks country bumpkin school, we've got to come in and be the aggressors. Metaphorically, we've got to come out and punch them right in the mouth from the opening whistle and set the tone early. Brian, what do you think?
Cody, I'm right there with you, man. And by the way, Lafayette won the toss, and they elected to receive. So we said our defense is going to get tested. They're going to get tested right out of the gate tonight, Cody.
They sure are.
As Lafayette. And it's odd in high school to win the toss and receive.
It
you
is.
Typically defer. So there's something about that that they want the ball first. So I'm excited to get this one started. Good crowd here tonight. A good contingent of Franklin people across the way. You don't know, you drive this far away from home, how many people are going to show up. We should know this, Franklin folks. They love their football, right? And several of them have shown up here tonight. If you're at home or Rack House or driving down the road, wherever you might be tonight, we're in for a good one.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break for the national anthem, and we'll be right back after the anthem on 92.3 WFKN.
Wildcats hit the field. The best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters, with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
KN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. My name's Cody Schuler. Alongside me, the legendary Brian Talley himself. Thank you for being with us. Hey, we're a long way from home, all the way up in Lexington, Kentucky, at the home of the Generals, Lexington Lafayette. In the middle of downtown, we've got a view of Kroger Field, the top level of Kroger Field, the 300-level seats. Kind of see the big board over there. We won't get into discussion about how I feel that our Hilltoppers at Western Kentucky University could beat the brakes off the Wildcats right now.
Totally agree.
But, you know, like I said, I won't get into that discussion, how Maverick McIver would light them up for about 7 or 8 touchdowns. Anyways, I said I wouldn't get into that. So we're getting ready for kickoff right here with your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats. Junior number 9, our Pelican snowball player of the game last week, Brody McAllister, getting set to kick off to Lafayette here in the top of the first quarter. Our referees are done huddling there at midfield. We would like to say thank you for joining us. Man, this has turned into a nice-looking evening here. Yeah. We've got the wind squared away where it's not blowing into our microphones, and man, we're all set.
Now I'll tell our listeners, Cody, they don't hear the wind anymore, but we had to sacrifice a little bit, and the temperature in the room is now a little higher.
It is about 10 degrees hotter with that wind not blowing.
We sacrificed for our listeners' pleasure.
You know, if you go and you check out our Facebook page, WFKN Facebook. As there goes the opening kickoff, it is drilled back to the opponent's 5-yard line. He's going to bring out 10, 15. He's going to make it to the 20, about the 23-yard line before being brought down by a number of different Franklin-Simpson Wildcats, in particular number 17, Jackson Price, with that opening kickoff tackle on special teams.
Cody, we'll talk more about this when we are when we have the ball, but one thing I noticed on defensively for the Generals, they've only got 1 sack through 2 games. So, so that tells me either they intentionally are playing back or they just are not getting a lot of pressure into the backfield. So that'll be something to watch when we get the ball here in just a bit.
You know, I will say, too, I've looked at a lot of their offensive and defensive line down there warming up as the handoff goes up the middle. He breaks through into the secondary, and he's going to have a gain of almost 10 yards there on the opening carry up the middle. That is something we haven't seen either team do, Warren Central or Whites Creek, and that is really run the ball really well against this Wildcat defense.
Not up the middle especially. Sometimes you can have a little luck getting on the outside, but the Generals just took that one right up the gut and got 9.
Sure did. But what I was saying, there's not a ton of beef on that Lafayette line. Now, they've got a couple of guys down there. That right tackle and that left tackle, those boys have got some good size. But they're in the middle. They look like they're a little bit smaller and more athletic linemen, so to say. Going off the right side this time, he's going up to the 35, up to about the 39-yard line. That's going to be a General first down.
J.J. Richardson on that carry. He's their leading rusher. And here we were worried about them throwing the ball, Cody, and 3 plays in, they've kept it on the ground so far.
Yeah, Richardson with 46 yards rushing on the season on just 10 attempts. So that's a decent average, though, at 4.6 yards per carry. And the Generals setting the tone early, trying to own the line of scrimmage and push our guys around a little bit.
Now they're going to throw it.
There, here he pumps, and now he's going to scramble out to his left, and he's looking deep, and he's going to throw it towards the sideline, going to be out of play. There's
he couldn't see him, but he had a man absolutely wide open. Thankfully, he didn't see him, and we'll see what the flag's about. As long as that may be an illegal man downfield.
Yeah, it looked like number 6, Colton Coleman, the junior that he had wide open.
It's a holding on the Generals. Okay.
He had a lot of time there, and typically whenever you've got that long to scramble and set your feet after rolling out to the left like that, there's got to be a hold somewhere along the line.
So that's going to push them back inside their 30.
Yep, 1st and 20 now for the Generals at their own 29. Setting up in the shotgun. Nope. That's a pistol formation. Running it off the right side again. There's
Richardson
Nothing over to the right side, and that one is shut down for about a 2.5 yard gain there.
I think that was Xavier Hampton led the charge defensively for the Wildcats.
After that holding call, it appears might have a little bit more fire there in the defense. Funny how a holding call can
A holding call can, if you're the offense, man, can just ruin a drive. I mean, only gain of 3 there, so it's 2nd and 17.
Absolutely. I see that Bennett having the net guard back there, setting up at outside linebacker closest to our side of the field. Looks like it's going to be a design quarterback run running out to his left, and he's looking for room. Got some blockers. He's looking for the sideline and not quite there. Does get a gain on the play. He's going to be out at about the 43-yard line. Going to be a 3rd and about 7, it looks like. 3rd and 8 where they spot the ball.
And Condo's not afraid to run the ball, Cody. He came into the night 11 rushes for just 30 yards, but, he's not afraid to tuck it and run. But I agree with you there. That was definitely a designed QB run there.
Now, if I had to compare him body type-wise, the way that he moves around a little bit, they just played last night. He has a little bit of a Dak Prescott look to him in his movement.
He's not going to be a speedster, but I think he could run over you if he wanted to.
Looks like it. Rolling out to his right this time. Looking long.
Wide
He's going to throw it deep, and he gets behind Hampton. And it looks like it's
underthrew
dropped.
Him, thankfully.
He sure did. Hampton lost his receiver there. I can't see the number from way up here, but Hampton lost the receiver behind him. He was behind him a good 8 yards and recovered just enough to put a push on him, and he was not able to carry the ball through the ground and complete the catch entirely. So now we got Brody Perry deep as the punt team comes on for the Generals. Man.
So, again, that holding call just absolutely flipped that drive on its head for the Generals.
It did, and our defense dodged a bullet right there, too. There's a decent kick. Perry picks it up, and he takes it off on a dead sprint. He's got up to the 50, down to the 40, the 35, the 30, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at the General 25-yard line. That was a dead-eye kick that went end over end, and he was able to catch it on a dead sprint, and I think that caught the General special teams on the wrong side of that.
Yeah, the ball just wasn't kicked high enough, and it got to him too quickly, and he caught it on the run, and like you said, just took off.
And, I'm just going to point this out, too. I saw a different punter out here before the game for the Generals rather than the one who actually put that punt in play. Wing T. Movement in right. Jones gets stood up in the backfield.
I said they don't get pressure in the backfield, and on the first snap, they knock us for a loss of 3, Cody.
Sure
so
do.
what do I know, right?
That right there was a loss of 4 on that play. They pinned their ears back and went right up the gut. I don't know if our O-line wasn't ready or if the defense was just that ready for that play. But Aiden Jones stood up for a loss. Gave us a decent spot,
wow,
really.
They only called that a loss of 1, Cody.
They sure did. He was pushed back a little bit more than that, I thought. But
we had some spotting problems last Friday night. Maybe we are tonight as well.
In the shotgun this time. There's McPherson up the middle. Gets it up past the line of scrimmage that time. That's going to go for a gain of about 4 or 5 yards. Going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats now.
You're in 4-down territory here, so you don't have to get the first down here, but I think you need to get something. They're calling it, a 3rd and 7? Yeah, 3rd and 7, so you need to pick up a few here for sure.
That secondary, as we discussed, is very dangerous to pick the ball off with 5 interceptions on the season through just 2 games, and 2 of those returned for a pick 6. So Brady Delk, the quarterback of the Wildcats, will have to be careful. Runner goes in motion. They're going to toss it out right, and he's got all kinds of room. Let's see if he can get past him. Hampton is going to score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Never was touch, Cody Schuler.
Man, the speed of Xavier Hampton completely on display right there. What a toss and run by Hampton. He outrun everyone.
Wasn't even a contest.
No, and it looked like he was just gliding on skates. And now here comes McAllister on for the extra point attempt. Let's see if we can't make this a 7-0 ball game here pretty early in the first quarter with 7:48 to go. It's up. It's good. The leg on that kid. 7-0 Wildcats early on in this one. You're listening to 92.3 WFKN.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here. So working in the community that I live in and grew up in, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes from that. If there is an outage, there's a good chance that you're restoring power, maybe to a family member, a friend, your preacher, something like that. So just being able to help and serve the people that you know, that's a good feeling.
Did they kick it and I just wasn't watching? Did they kick it right then and I just wasn't watching? Kicked it out of bounds. Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson Wildcat football. So the return kickoff there after the Xavier Hampton touchdown run was kicked out of bounds, unfortunately, so the Generals got to start 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. They're going 4 wide with 1 in the backfield right now. And there's the handoff. It's going to be off the right side. He's looking for running room, and he's going to get about a 5-yard gain or so.
That was Harrison Stevens, a sophomore, on that carry. Their second leading rusher coming into tonight.
That run, I can't get over that run.
Yeah.
That was phenomenal work there by Hampton. Maybe, I mean, he's had some great runs through 2 games. That might have been my favorite because he looked like he was on skates.
And he could still be running if he needed to be.
He could have run clear back to Franklin by now.
Nobody close to him.
Yeah. Set up in the shotgun, 4 wide again. Looking left, throwing left, going deep, and Brady
almost
Delk.
Picked off.
Ooh, phenomenal work by the quarterback and defensive back. Brady Delk to run in there at the last moment to break that one up. A great play on the ball there by Delk, showing off the athleticism.
That was a well-thrown ball, Cody.
It was.
That was a big gainer if he doesn't get over there and break that up.
That was dropping it in the basket right there for the quarterback Kondo of the Generals.
So 3rd and 5 here, another big down here for this Wildcat defense. Can you get off the field again and get the ball back?
Yeah, got the ball. The Generals on their own 40-yard line. Pardon me. 2 in the backfield. Maybe false start, maybe. Give me a false start.
Both teams pointing at each other.
They sure are, but that's in the backfield of the Generals.
That's false start. Yep.
Yep, sure enough. Back them up. Going to make it 3rd and 10 now for the Generals.
So right back to where they started.
Second penalty we've seen here on the Generals.
Costly penalties.
Absolutely.
As most penalties are. That's why they use the word penalty.
Yeah. Laundry, the second piece of laundry we've seen on the Generals here. One was a 10-yard loss. That one goes for 5 and make it a long 3rd down play.
Wildcats have played clean football so far. That's something that has hampered them the first 2 weeks.
One deep defensive back is Delk as they go 5 wide. And, oh, boy.
You saw that coming out of the slot. The slot receiver was wide open up the hash, and it's a 1st down across midfield.
Sure is. That one went to Stevens, the number 20, who that's his first catch of the season, I believe, for Stevens. But that was out of the slot there. They went 5 wide, and that was a quick throw nearly across the middle, but good job by Delk as he was the lone deep defensive back there in the safety position. He saved a touchdown by getting over there and laying a hit. Fake the handoff, play action, goes out deep to the right, or around the right end there, about a gain of 6 on the play.
It's a good first down play, 2nd and 4, as the Generals begin to move the ball a little bit through the air.
The Generals in the full gray uniforms with the white helmets. I can't tell if those are just darker numerals on there, but they might be black, but they might be navy, as the typical colors for the Generals are navy blue and red. But they're in the all-gray unis here tonight. 2nd and 4 now. Wildcats leading 7-0 with 5.5 to go here in the first quarter. Wide receiver goes in motion, turns back around, going to be a handoff up the middle as Russell takes it, and he's going to be stopped short of the first down marker, going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Good job there by the Wildcats interior defense. Aiden Jones was the first one there.
I will say, Brian, I'm a little bit surprised that the Generals have run it as often as they have.
Trying to keep the Wildcats honest, maybe, but yeah, I totally agree. I thought it would be just the opposite. They would throw more than they've rushed so far.
Setting up at the shotgun with 2 running backs in the backfield.
3rd and 1, you'd expect a run here.
Nope, there's the option pitch, and they look like they're going to get the first down as they're going to run it to the Wildcat 31.
Now
Stevens on the run.
That wasn't the most beautiful option play you'd ever see, but it worked, so it's a first down.
Yeah, that is a play right there that I would imagine, as awkward as that pitch looked, and the offense, I'll admit, looked a little bit wonky coming out of the backfield too. I would be willing to bet that might be the first time they've run that play all season.
And it may be the last time.
Yeah, the running backs looked like they did not know where to go, especially Stevens, the one who eventually carried the pitch. Setting up in the shotgun with 2 running backs in the backfield. They're going to hand it off again off the right side. There goes Russell. He's going to find a little bit of a gain there off the right side. Richardson, pardon me.
Their leading rusher, J.J. Richardson, that's about his 3rd or 4th carry already tonight.
Gain of 4 on the play. Going to be 2nd and 6 as we're now under the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Turned out to be an excellent evening here in beautiful downtown Lexington. Shotgun or pistol formation again with 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers. Fakes the handoff, rolling out to his right. He's got a man open there out of the backfield, and he's going to be a gain of about 6 there to get right at the first down marker.
He's about a yard short, Cody.
Okay, so we're looking at 3rd and 1. 3rd and maybe half a yard there from where we're at. Setting up in shotgun, it does appear like they're going to continue to do. Richardson in the backfield with Kondo. Richardson with a lot of speed there as well. Very shifty running back.
Wildcats
jumped just a little bit too. Sure did. Jones is pointing the other direction.
Wait a minute. They're going to call a false start here, Cody.
They sure are.
I honestly did not see that, but anyway, that takes you from 3rd and a half a yard to 3rd and 6 or so, and boy.
I saw big number 83, Jamarius Franklin, move just a little bit out there on that outside edge, it looked like. That might have been Garrett that I saw move. As we've got 4 down linemen right now. As we usually play the 3-4, we got 4 down linemen. Looking left, throwing left. It's a deep pass, and it's going to be thrown just a little bit short.
No flag.
Good play there on the ball there by McPherson.
I'm not crazy about that play call on 3rd down. You're kind of in 4-down territory. I would think you would want to try to get something there instead of all of it. But
going to remain 4th and 6 for the Generals now, and they're going to leave the offense out on the field as they are on the Wildcat 27-yard line over on the far hash away from us in the booth. They're going 5 wide here, nobody in the backfield. I wouldn't be shocked if Kondo took this one and tried to run with it. back into the 3-4 defense now. Oh, and he just throws it up.
That's
picked off. There goes Blake McPherson, and he's going to get brought down.
What a horrible pass.
On his own 26-yard line. It was almost like a jump pass, a terrible pass.
It was save my bacon pass because he was getting ready to get rocked, and he just got rid of the football, and a bad decision there on 4th down.
He sure did. I mean, I know that in that situation there, you don't want to get rocked. You want to give your receivers a chance to make a play on the ball. But he threw it almost with his fingertips, it appeared. I mean, I guess it's no worse than a punt, but at the same time, wow.
But, if you have a better play call on 3rd down, then you're not put in that position there. Hey, Wildcats get a big stop and can march back down here.
Shotgun formation. Here's the handoff up the middle. I think that's McPherson with the carry.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Gain of maybe a yard. Under 3 minutes to play now in the first quarter. 7-0 Wildcats. I think is that the first carry we've seen from McPherson here tonight? Second carry we've seen from McPherson? McPherson having a great year with 171 net rushing yards through 24 rushing attempts. I mean, that one goes off to the left side and just nowhere.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And now you're going to be where the Wildcats don't want to be, 3rd and 9 in the opponent's territory.
Yeah.
Or, excuse me, in your own territory.
Yeah.
May see our first pass here tonight, Cody. Against a very opportune general defense, as you said, 5 interceptions.
For sure.
And 2 of those have been pick sixes.
Hey, I want to shout out our fan base, too, making this drive. I think I see no less than 70, 75 fans over there in the visiting seats. Under center is Delk, one lone running back. Fakes the handoff, takes it into round.
He's got a lot of room.
And he's got a lot of room. Up to the 50, 40.
He's gone.
30, 20, 10. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Wildcats. Brady Delk breaks one around off the left side.
I'm not sure he was ever touched, Cody. Maybe at the line of scrimmage, maybe.
My goodness, in the words of Ric Flair, woo!
And he just, all gas, no brakes, gone down the far side in front of the Wildcat sideline.
Pedal to the metal, Brady Delk. Fakes the handoff, keeps it around the left side, outran the defensive back for the Generals. I knew he had wheels, but I didn't know he had them like that. Here's the point after attempt from McAllister. It's up and it's good. 14-0 Wildcats after the touchdown run by Brady Delk. Minute 38 to go here in the first. Wildcats on top, 14-0 here at Lafayette High School in Lexington. You're listening.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Super quick. They're turning these kickoffs around super
big time.
Quick. It's usually at least a good minute. They're playing this game fast, trying to beat the weather. Oh, no. Get him, Brody. Get him, Brody. Get back. Good job by Brody. Welcome back, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. My name's Cody Schuler alongside the legendary Brian Talley. Brian, what did we see just right there on that kickoff?
Great kick, but a better kick return by the Generals all the way into Wildcat territory to the 43-yard line. So the best starting field position by far for either team tonight. And just when the Wildcats go up 2 scores, you have a big return, and now the Wildcat defense needs to bow its back again.
Absolutely. We've got 5 wide receivers in the shotgun, nobody in the backfield for Kondo. Kondo, the quarterback for the Generals. He takes it, looking left, throwing across the middle. He's got a man.
That is,
looked like number 6, Colton Coleman.
Yep.
His second favorite receiver so far on the season. Coleman, a junior.
And I just got to believe, Cody, that's where they're going. If they're going to get back in this football game, that's how they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to do it rolling out. I don't think they're going to do it running the ball. Just those hitch routes, quick hitch routes for 10 yards. Go to the line, go to the first down marker, turn around, and that's what they did there.
You know, I think we've yet to even see him look number 11, Cale Locklear's way.
Yep.
Looking that direction now, looking right, getting some major.
Then he made the right decision.
Yeah, he did.
Threw it out of bounds.
The pressure coming from number 40, J.C. Roby, the junior defensive lineman for the Wildcats, giving chase there. Great attempt there by Roby. Putting the pressure on Kondo out of the backfield. So first, it's going to be 2nd and 10 now after the incomplete pass thrown away by Kondo. Wildcat defense looking pretty stout so far, and a little bit different, you know, with the showing some multiplicity here on defense, going 3-4 and 4-3, 3-4 right now. Handoff off the left side. J.J. Richardson's got a big hole. He's going to get pushed out of bounds there eventually by Skylar Rickman, the junior. Popping off of the block there by the wide receiver for the Generals.
But another first down.
Sure is. Down to the Wildcat 22. Yep, the Wildcat 22. Defense running on and off the field. Less than 30 seconds to play here.
If they run a play, they don't have to, I don't think.
I don't think they have to either.
They don't have
1st and 10 for the Generals.
Play clocks where we can see them.
Yeah, they do run it.
Run a play.
Rolling out to the right. Looking
Uh-oh.
deep, and he had a man wide open.
Miss him?
Oh, my
I'm
word.
glad he did, but my goodness.
I mean, it was a caught pass there down to the Wildcat 10-yard line. 5 seconds left on the clock. I don't anticipate they'll try to run another play now. Still good enough for a first down. Going to be 1st and goal for the Generals. And that's the end of the first quarter. Wildcats on top after 1, 14-0. You're listening to Wildcat Football live on 92.3 WFKN.
Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house is at the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. That's the end of the first quarter. Wildcats lead it 14-0, and right now we're seeing the Generals get set as they are 1st and goal from the Wildcat 10-yard line. So about as good as you could ask for 1st and goal from a Wildcat defensive standpoint. Shotgun, 2 men in the backfield, 3 wide. He's looking left. Quarterback keeper brought down in the backfield. Number 20, Caden Bennett, big-time sack.
Again, Cody, just that play call does not make sense to me for what you've been able to do the last 2 or 3 snaps. I'm not sure why you're going to roll your quarterback out to his opposite, to his left, for a right-handed quarterback, I don't know.
Absolutely. In my best Mike Keith voice, former play-by-play of the Titans, sack!
Yeah. Now play-by-play for the Tennessee Volunteers.
Absolutely. So now we got 2nd and goal from their 17. Throwing across the middle, and that's hitting the ground. Nope. Too low. Hit the ground. Intended for Richardson there across the middle. That would have been down to about the 2 or 3 yard line for the Generals, and that hit the ground just before. Glad to see the referee was on top of that because, man, that was a very close one. So now looking at 3rd and goal from their own 17. This is a big-time play for this Wildcat defense because I don't know if they've got a kicking game. From what I've seen, not really.
Nope.
Shotgun, 4 wide, 1 running back. Fakes the handoff, looking across the middle. Picked off again! Blake McPherson, his 2nd interception of the game.
Wow.
Brought down at the 19-yard line of what's going to be a 1st and 10. Interception. Blake McPherson is 3rd of the season and 2nd tonight.
And only the 3rd of the season for this Lafayette offense. But like you said, two of those 3 tonight. But they're putting themselves on 1st down in some cases. They're putting themselves behind the chain and then they're having to try to be Superman and get it all at once. And the Wildcat defense is all over it.
I mean, Blake McPherson, 2 interceptions tonight. He's working on that Pelican Snowball player of the game.
Yes, he is. He's
and we got 11
he didn't
minutes
get it last week, I'm sure.
I mean, wow. Wing T style set up in the offensive end. Hampton goes in motion. Hand off to Jones up the middle. Jones dishing out some punishment.
Feet.
My word.
He may have a 1st down. No, he's just yards short.
Chris Bumbling, bumbling, stumbling up the middle for a near 1st down is Aiden Jones. Going to be 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. Now, we've mentioned that 8.5-minute drive that they've made a few times to start the season in the 3rd quarter against Whites Creek. I'd love to see one of them right now. 2nd and 1 for the Wildcats. Set up. 2 running backs in the backfield. Here's the handoff to Hampton. Hampton's going to go off the right side a little bit. Looks like he's going to be right at first down. Still on his feet. Wow. My goodness. He got popped about 4 times, but you have got to get a hold of that young man in order to bring him down. 1st down, Wildcats. Gain of about 4 on the play.
Early returns, Cody Schuler, indicate that we are better than this team, and we just have to. If we take care of the football, I think this will be a win and probably a relatively easy win. But we just have to continue to play smart, disciplined football like we have through the first 14 minutes or so.
It does, absolutely. We continue to dish out the punishment here on the offensive end of the football. In the shotgun now is Delk. Handoff. Oh, nope. Fakes the handoff, and he goes up the middle. He's finally brought down a gain of about 2.5 on the carry. Kept it, faked the handoff, and now going to be Wildcats 2nd and 8 on our own 35-yard line. 9.5 to go here in the 2nd quarter. And Wildcats all the momentum right now, leading 14-0. Friday Night Lights. Here's the handoff. Oh, on the end around, and there goes Hampton. Hampton's going to take it, be wrapped up that time. They did. The Generals defense did a good job of getting 2 arms around him that time.
They're going to give him some forward progress, but
about 2.
Still going to be 3rd and long.
Gain of 1 is what they gave him. 3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. Now, we were in this position a series ago, and we saw Brady Delk take it about 60-plus yards.
Do you go back to that well again?
He's got a lot of room on the far sideline from where we are at, as they are currently on the left hash, driving right to left. Under center, going to be timeout Generals maybe?
Nope, Wildcats.
Timeout Wildcats. Coach Cheney with the timeout right there. Brian, you know, I don't ever want to hype up the opposing team in any way.
Sure.
But this is a fun atmosphere right now.
And quite honestly, you know, this is a big high school. For those who don't know, one of the larger public high schools in the state. But having said that, they've never been overly successful at football. But to have this kind of crowd for a team that, you know, has historically struggled at this sport is quite impressive.
Absolutely. I bet they've got no less than 50 or 60 cheerleaders out here, all kinds of different cheerleaders. High school, looks like a JV cheer squad. Got a toddler squad out here, maybe an elementary school. A huge student section, bunch of guys out there with painted chests, and they got their own boom box that they're playing. I mean, these stands are packed, but hey, when you got 97 players listed on your roster, you're going to have a big fan base. 97 players on the roster.
Just if everybody's
Lafayette.
parents shows up, that's a whole lot of people, you know.
Yeah. All right. So after the timeout, we got
Wildcats are going
to toss it wide to Hampton. Hampton's going to try and run off the right side, and he's going to get pretty much nowhere on that 3rd and 7 carry.
So the Wildcats there, you know, and maybe with a 2-score lead, a two touchdown lead, you don't throw the ball there, but a down there that you would typically see the ball in the air, but the Wildcats don't take the chance, and they'll punt it away.
McAllister back there on for the punt now.
And now
it's going to be
whistles blow. Oh, there's a down general on the turf.
Wonder if it's a cramp the
Very
way
well
he's.
could be. It is fairly humid tonight. I could see why there could be some storms pop because it's pretty humid up here.
You know, we've been monitoring the weather all day long, hence the early start for us here. Wildcats got into town a little bit quicker, I think, than what they thought they would. Thank you to that charter bus. You know, the governors on the school buses are, I think, 65. So that charter bus was able to get here a little bit quicker than what the anticipated. 4th and 7 for the Wildcats as the general is up and walking under his own power, thankfully. Going to be punt formation for the Wildcats, leading 14-0 here with 7:50 to go in the second quarter. J.J. Richardson in the backfield for the Generals.
Need good punt coverage here.
Absolutely. Richardson dangerous.
Yeah, because he's quick, and you don't want to give him good field position. They keep getting good field position. At some point, they're going to make us pay for that.
All right. Now there's the snap. It's a decent one. Goes off to the right side. Plenty of Wildcats around. It takes a little bit of a Wildcat bounce. Going to be downed by
You'll take that.
Number 17, Jackson Price, at the Generals' 33-yard line.
You don't give them a chance to return it, so it must be really storming at home, Cody. I just got a text that the South Warren at Greenwood game is in a weather delay. So,
you know, my Amazon has blown up my phone, I think, 3 or 4 times now, letting me know that they're under severe weather. I hate that for our home, but I'm excited that we're experiencing some Wildcat football
probably
tonight.
If we were at home tonight, we may not get to start on time. So,
and speaking of which, as the Generals set up with 5 wide, nobody in the backfield in the shotgun formation, looking right, throwing over the middle, that's down on the ground, a bad pass from Kondo that time, and he knew it. He had a man open. But as I was going to point out, it's my understanding that this is going to be a back-to-back home-and-home series.
Yeah.
So the Wildcats traveling here to Lexington Lafayette tonight, and then next season, Lexington Lafayette will travel to Franklin. So we'll see them again next season. Pistol formation now, 3 wides. There's the handoff going off the right side, coming right at us, and he's brought down Caden Bennett, showing off some speed there to run down J.J. Richardson.
Just a gain of a couple there, maybe just one.
You know, Caden Bennett tonight has been hair on fire. The kid has been flat out getting after it. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, and it's 3rd and 9.
Wow.
Lafayette, since those 2 interceptions, they seem a little bit hesitant to put the ball back in the air.
They do. Condo's missed on all of his throws short as he throws one over the head that time of the first time we've seen his favorite receiver there. That was number 11, Cale Locklear. And he's got hands on his hips, head down. That is a difficult situation for a quarterback in Condo when he has thrown it up and down the field for 2 straight games, basically. First game wasn't so great, but he wasn't throwing for a bad percentage, really. I think he was 8 of 17. So, just under 50% there, but still he threw for 82 yards in a blowout game. Now, here's the punter back on. Let's see how this one goes. Perry with a big-time return last time he had an opportunity. Here's the snap. High one. It's fumbled a little bit. Get back there. Get back there. Get back there. And he is brought down.
Wow.
And who is that other than number 20, Caden Bennett?
Last week, Cody, Warren Central shot themselves in the foot time and time and time again. And the Generals continuing that trend tonight, much to the liking of the Wildcat faithful.
Caden Bennett, the senior, having himself a ball game. Him and McPherson, they're just trying. Both of those guys want a Pelican snowball. That's what I know.
It don't sound too bad right now.
It really doesn't. Since we closed the window in order to help out our coverage a little bit with that wind, it's about 10, 15 degrees warmer.
But, the wind has really died down out there.
It has a lot.
The American flag down to our right is not even moving now.
Hopefully that weather has just gone by us. Under center is Delk, 1st and 10 from the 12. There's the end around to Hampton.
Touchdown.
Hampton's looking for room, and he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Xavier Hampton, his 2nd on the evening. 6:40 left to play in the 2nd, and that puts your Wildcats up 20-0. Or, hang on. Penalty marker. Oh, come on.
Got to be a holding.
Oh, my word. Called it back. 10-yard holding penalty. So, going to bring it back. Going to make it 1st and 20. Oh, that one breaks my heart a little bit. Man, I wanted to break this one open. Back under center now is Delk. 2 running backs in the backfield. The double handoff, and there goes McPherson right up the middle, and he's going to carry it all the way down to about the general 7.
My bad.
Yeah, they got to get down, I think, to the 2.
I was looking at the wrong
but it's still going to bring up
across the way.
2nd and about 5. 2nd and about 5 for the Wildcats. They got 2nd and 7 up on the scoreboard here, but right at 6 minutes to play, Wildcats leading 14-0 here in the 2nd quarter. McPherson breaking a pretty good run right there after you're put back. That was a gain of about 15 yards on that one. Under center, 3 running backs in the backfield. Hands off to McPherson again. McPherson off the right side. He's looking for the end zone. Is he in?
He is.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Blake McPherson, his 1st of the game.
No laundry on the field on that one, so it will stand. And pending the extra point, the Wildcats will go up 21-0.
There we go. Put that 20 piece back up there on the scoreboard. 5:46 left to go in the 2nd.
You see the replay there on Channel 9.
Now here's McAllister on the point after. A little low, but it is still good. 21-0 Wildcats. 5:46 to go here in the 2nd quarter. You're listening to 92.3 WFKN.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
again, one more hand for the Little Generals tonight on the sideline.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 FKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. There's a kickoff right now happening as J.J. Richardson takes it on the run, looking for blockers, and he's got room. Uh-oh. Can McAllister get there again? He's got room, and he's tripped up maybe a little bit, and he's still on his feet. That one might go all the way. Might be all the way, and he's brought down inside the Wildcat 5. J.J. Richardson, my goodness, that young man putting the team on his back right there after they go down 3 touchdowns.
Flag down as well, Cody, so that may come back.
Where on the field is the flag down? Oh, man. I'm looking for it, but they got a lot of yellow lines on their field here from soccer games. Not quite seeing it, but our defense is heading towards the 4-yard line.
Officials are conferencing at about the 30-yard line in front of the
There, I
Wildcat.
see it now.
I still don't see it.
The flag's over by the 27.
Right where they're talking.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see what the call is. Wildcats still heading down to the 4.
Must not be anything. They're not even going to signal. Yeah. Did they pick it up maybe?
They're picking it up now, but no call. I mean, a couple of coaches from Franklin-Simpson. It appears that if anybody, it's on Franklin-Simpson. They're just spotting the ball. Yep, it must have been on Franklin-Simpson because they're going to take it.
Yeah, half the distance.
Personal foul on the Wildcats.
So field position-wise, not a costly one.
Hard to get much worse than the return down to the 4. So first and goal for the Generals from their own 2-yard line after a huge, near 80-yard return. Now let's see how stout this Wildcat defense is feeling. 4 down linemen.
They've answered the call all night.
There's the run up the middle, and going to be touchdown Generals. Their first of the game. Going to make this 21-6. Wildcats on top with 5:24 to go here in the second quarter.
And again, kind of felt like we had good control of the game, and we allowed a big return, and they run one play and get back in it.
It looks like they're going to attempt to kick it.
Yep. They have, they're 4 out of 5 on the season, so
the
Jackson
kicker,
Grants.
Yes,
is
Grants.
The kicker. Yep.
4 for 5, so that's 80%. Looking awkward here. They do the line off to the left and then run everybody in motion.
Well, we need to do all that.
Just line up and kick that thing.
Monroe County leads Glasgow 3-0 at the end of the first quarter.
A straight line dead-eye kicker is up, and it's good.
We ran into him, too, and they didn't throw a flag on that. Wow. We'll take it.
A couple of Franklin-Simpson players. Slow to get up right there was Bennett. Bennett, Caden, son, please do not get yourself hurt. You were absolutely out there killing it tonight. Don't get hurt on an extra point attempt. Looked like him and Jones ran into one another. Of course, those would be the two to run into each other as it's 21-7 now Wildcats here in the second quarter. The only bit of offense that we've seen so far to work for the Generals has been their special teams.
Yep.
That's the second big return that we've seen from the Generals. The first one being a Richardson return that went for more than 50 yards, and now this one goes for about 80. Looks like we got Brody Perry deep to receive and Xavier Hampton. Hampton just as dangerous to return one. This one goes towards Hampton. He's going to catch it on the run. 20, 25, 30. Looking for room up the middle. Makes it to about the 35 before he's brought down in the Wildcat side of the field.
You'll take that field position with 5:17 left in the first half. Start at your own 35. You'll take that.
Absolutely. Here it's 7:55 in the evening, but back home where it's Central Time, it's 6:55 in the evening.
God's time, 6:55 Central Time.
You know, it took me some time to get used to that whenever I moved from the Lexington area down to Franklin. But now that I've lived on Central Time now for going on 14 years, I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
No.
Especially for television?
Yes.
Oh, man, anytime I want to watch a ball game.
Yes.
Wildcats line up in the wing tee with 2 down running backs in the backfield. Handed off the double handoff this time, and following McPherson that time from the end around, the Generals had that one snuffed out.
Now, I will say I've been in Las Vegas a few times during the NFL season. And, of course, they're 2 hours behind us at home. I will say it's cool that at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday, football's on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because it's so early out there. So the games in the East start at noon our time.
Wow, they called him 2 yards in the backfield?
Yeah, I'd say so.
That's a rough spot right there. I thought he got a little more up to the line of scrimmage. That back to pass for the first time. Throwing out.
There it is.
Caught by Hampton, and he
slipped. And did he fumble?
Yeah, he slipped. He fumbled, but he got right back on top of it. That's a gain of about 3 to get us up to a 3rd and 9. I did not expect that at all. That was not a play call that I would have thrown out there, given what we have done so far in the first half. 4:10 on the clock here in the second, and 3rd and 9 from our own 36.
This is a big down. You don't want to give them the ball back with 3.5 minutes or so left in the first half, and some momentum building for the Generals.
Shotgun, nobody in the backfield. Rolling out to his right this time, going to pass.
Got a man
throws it,
wide
got a man
open.
wide open. It looks like Brody Perry, and he's caught it. He's across midfield down to about the 47-yard line of the Generals.
Nice play there.
It really was. That right there looks so natural. The rollout to the right by Delk through a beautiful ball. I mean, I would argue that might be the best-looking ball he's thrown all season. It looked just so fluent, deliberate in the formation. A very nice pitch and catch.
And more importantly, you move the chains, keep the ball, and keep it out of the Generals' hands for the time being.
Double handoff again.
Nothing.
And nothing.
They've got that play sniffed out.
It's absolutely been scouted because the Wildcats have run it to perfection in the previous 2 games and had huge gainers off of it. Or should I say huge gainers off of that. That was a loss of 2 again on that play. That's back-to-back times that it's been a loss of 2 that we've seen that play. So 2nd and 12. I doubt we'll get that throwback pass to the opposite side of the field, but they are on the far hash this time. 2 down running backs. Lone receiver out wide to the left. Delk under center. Oh, he drops it. He drops it.
Look
into
out.
the fight for the ball, and I think Delk's got it.
Think so. Yes, he
Yeah.
does. Now, if you're Generals, I would call a timeout here. It's going to be 3rd and long. You've got 2.5 minutes left. You've still got all of your timeouts.
Yeah.
But the clock is still running.
Yep, 2:22 on the clock. And Wildcats going to take their time and let it tick, tick away.
We can take it under 2 minutes here before we have to snap it.
Looks like we might do just that as Delk is getting set up under center. 2 running backs in the backfield.
3rd and
Here's
14.
a snap. Going to double handoff. Kind of a flea flicker of sorts, and he's going to throw it deep. Perry is
right
back,
there
and he's got it.
Wow.
Down to the General 18-yard line.
A little trickeration for the Wildcats.
My goodness. Max Chaney pulls one out of the hat. There we go. 1st and 10 Wildcats from the General 17 with 1:56 on the clock.
So I think if you're the Generals there, I think you got to call a timeout before that play is ran and kind of regroup and whew.
Yeah, I mean a flea flicker of sorts there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Took the handoff, running wide right, and tosses it back. There's Aiden Jones up the middle, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling up to the General 5-yard line. A little bit of earthquake action.
Gain of about 12 and a 1st down.
1.5 on the clock. It'll be 1st and goal, Wildcats. Some exciting plays here now.
Yes. We have opened this offense up just a little bit.
You know, I'm laughing at myself right now because I have so much fun rooting for these kids. Like, I get so excited. I know I'm a commentator, and, you know, at times you're supposed to be biased, and I have to say this to our audience every so often, that I realize you're supposed to give a little bit of unbiasedness to our teams. But, you know, WFKN is a Franklin-Simpson station. I mean, through and through. My kids go to school here. My wife teaches. I'm so excited. Timeout Franklin-Simpson with 44 ticks on the clock here in the second quarter as we're leading at 21-7 at Lexington Lafayette, the home of the Generals. Going to be first and goal from the 5-yard line. I'd take a break, but we're so close to the end of the first half. We've seen 2 pass plays, Brian.
And, you know, this is a huge – if we can score here, we're going to get the ball out of the locker room because the Generals won the toss but deferred. So, I mean, you could score here, score on the drive coming out of the locker room, and you could put this thing to bed and start thinking about firing those old coach buses up and head back to Franklin directly.
You know, and that's one thing that right there – I'm going to say one way or another, barring disaster, that we're going to get at minimum 3 points out of this because we are well within range of Brody McAllister. So 44 ticks of the clock left. We get it coming out of the half because of, as you said, just the odd decision by the Generals, even after winning the toss to receive, trying to get their offense in motion, I guess. But Wildcats hurry to the line. 3 down running backs. Here's a snap very quickly. Running across the left side. Brought down after about a gain of 1. I think that was McPherson on the carry.
Wildcats can only stop it one more time. They only have one
clock
timeout
ticking.
left.
30 seconds. Under 30 now. Wildcats getting the play call. Tick, tick, tick. Keep ticking away. 1 timeout left for the Wildcats. Fakes the handoff, looking to pass. He's going to throw it wide open.
Did he catch it?
Caught. Touchdown, Wildcats. 14 ticks away.
Bennett.
Caden Bennett, my word. That man wants a Pelican snowball.
Throwing his hat into the ring.
He's big time early in the running as he makes it a 27-7 ball game, and here comes McAllister on for the extra point. Wow, these boys are ready to play. Here's the snap, little low, and he puts it through anyways. There's laundry on the field.
Yeah, what that's about.
Extra point was good. Let's see what the call is. It's thrown in the general side of field. Generals, not the general side of They're going to wave it off.
No flag. So
waved off flag.
They'll just decide that they were just practicing there.
Yeah.
Getting it out of their pocket and throwing it down.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Well, we're going to take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back with you on 92.3 WFKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson Wildcat football, leading 28-7 with 14 ticks left on the clock. Here's Brody McAllister on the kick. We saw a big return last time out of Richardson, and he kind of pooches it this time, and they're just going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be a first down for the Generals at their own 35-yard line. But
it's a lot better than the 4-yard.
It sure is. So I think that one done probably purposefully. Maybe not necessarily out of bounds, but done purposefully. The call there by head coach Max Chaney to put that one out of play after the kickoff team has had a little bit of trouble covering J.J. Richardson, the speedster. And they're going to line up 5 wide, and Kondo is going to probably chuck it deep with 14.9 ticks of the clock left here in the first half. Let's see the Wildcats pin their ears back and get after the quarterback. He's going to throw it out wide, and Richardson's got it 45-50, steps out of bounds. 5 seconds run off the clock there. 10-yard gain on the – nope. 14-yard gain on the play. First down for the Generals. Just under 10 seconds left here in the second quarter. Kondo hasn't shown a huge arm. He does seem tentative
he does.
right now throwing the football. 5 wide again.
2 interceptions will do that to you.
Absolutely. Looking short again. Cross to the Wildcat 45-yard line now, a gain of about 7.
And, you know, Cody, the thing that just blows my mind, they're going to go to the locker room with all 3 of their timeouts.
Yeah.
When they could have very easily called one for sure to stop the clock earlier. And I don't know.
I mean, you throw the 2 interceptions out there, and that's really changed the outlook of this game in large part. But we've had some questionable coaching calls from the Generals head coach. Not calling timeouts has shot these kids in the foot. This one goes across the middle to Locklear for the first time, and he's going to be brought down with no time left on the clock, I don't believe.
He needed to get down and call a timeout. He needed to give himself up. He didn't, and that's the end of the first half.
Wildcats running off the field here.
They're going to say that the clock should have stopped to move the chains, but the White Hat's going to say that's the end of the first half.
Yep, that's the end of the first half. Franklin-Simpson leading the Lafayette Generals 28-7 after 2. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a little break, and we'll talk some more about what's going on here at Lafayette High School with your Wildcats taking on the Lafayette Generals, leading 28-7 after 2.
Shotgun snap, he's blitzed, throws a jump ball into the end zone. Groves, he caught it! Singular touchdown! The handoff to Anderson. They want the out route. It's a double move. It's sold well. Groves catches it 15-10-5. Touchdown. Fake the out. Went down.
It's halftime on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. Halftime is sponsored by Grease Monkey of Franklin, as well as Franklin EPB Fiber.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
So far, special teams, defense, offense, I don't think it could have went any better if you're Coach Chaney and the Wildcats.
I 1,000% agree. The offense we've seen it all from them so far here in the first half. The offense has done things that we have completely and entirely not expected.
Yes.
The offense has thrown the ball. I think we've seen more first-half pass attempts from Brady Delk than what we have all season. We saw the flea flicker of sorts that went deep. Brody Perry has caught a couple of huge passes. One of them that was a third down pass that went for a gain of about 15 that put us across midfield. And that was a huge pitch and catch from Delk to Perry to extend that drive, which he ended up catching another one in that same drive. So Delk getting a little more comfortable throwing the ball, and that's very important as the season moves forward for Delk to continue to throw it like that. Throwing with confidence right now. I would say that 15-yard pass where he was rolling out to his right was very, very important for his psyche, for his confidence, and for an offense altogether to be able to protect the quarterback. As the Generals band, I mean, wow, you said it.
I don't even really. That's the only word I can think of. Wow, this is impressive.
For a high school band, this is phenomenal. Now the band is marching onto the platform, dancing while they're playing. I mean, this is something else. But, Brian, I will say also the defense, Blake McPherson, he's been making the early task to put it on us to not name him Pelican Snowball Player of the Game. But Caden Bennett, who's caught a touchdown, had a sack, and making tackle after tackle out there all over the field, playing with his hair on fire, as I said earlier in the broadcast. Oh, and the platform's spinning.
That's cool.
That is cool.
And, you know, Cody, those two interceptions both came deep in Wildcat territory. Those came on drives that were pretty impressive by the Generals, and we just snuffed them out with a couple of big interceptions.
We sure did. You know, those interceptions by McPherson, they couldn't have come at a better place on the field, really.
Right.
we're trying to discuss everything happening here
While
with
also watch the band,
game, but this band,
Yeah.
I mean, they're blowing me away right now.
I say we just take a break and watch the band. How about that?
You know what? They've got a musical note. Well, they had a musical note out there on the field. So I'll tell you what, we're going to take us a good 3-minute break here and enjoy the rest of this band performance. And we'll be right back with you with some more Franklin-Simpson Wildcat football coverage live on 92.3 WFKN.
Processing anomaly. Emotion. Is there more than function? What is beauty? What is love? Why do I feel? What is happiness? What is pain? What is truth? A spark, a dream, an awakening.
Ladies and gentlemen.
That's their logo, the swords. That's awesome. Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. Pardon me. Oh, my goodness. I guess that tells you a little bit of insight into what's been happening here at halftime. We saw the band and the facilities people here at Lexington Lafayette General High School. They brought us some snacks from the concession. Yeah. I just crushed a hot dog. And,
I did too.
Man, I got to say, that was one of the best hot dogs I've ever had in my life.
Solid.
Ain't nothing like a ballpark hot dog on a Friday night. Under the lights. 3 minutes left there on the clock, which they'll add another 3. So we got about 6 minutes left before the second half kickoff as the band is getting off the field. And may I say, bravo,
Absolutely.
Lexington Lafayette General Band.
Yep.
I mean, clap it up for them. They were.
That's one of the best high school band performances you'll see anywhere. I see why they've won so many state championships now. But,
yeah. Absolutely. They're finishing formation out there on the field was of their logo. It's of two swords crossing, kind of the Virginia Cavalier, Virginia University, the Cavalier swords crossing. That was their finishing formation. They had a platform out on the field that spun in circles. I mean, that
you don't
was
see that
phenomenal.
You don't see that every day.
Absolutely not.
Let me see if I got a couple scores I can get to some folks. Of course, there are a lot of games down around home that are in delays, and quite honestly, we just don't have a lot of updates right now. But Hart County 19, Caverna 14. That's the end of the first quarter.
Yeah.
Bowling Green 14, Scott County 14 at the end of the first quarter. Sound like that's going to be a doozy.
Yeah.
And I mentioned earlier the Monroe County and Glasgow score at the end of the first. Monroe County led it 3-0, but haven't got an update from that game in quite a while now. So.
Yeah, well, just looking at our game right here, as we got about 4.5 minutes left before the second half kickoff, the Lexington Lafayette, the 6A Generals, have a tall mountain to climb, as I just saw some heat lightning up there in the sky.
And Cody, just to throw this in here and interject this, can I interject something?
Come on, brother, let me have it.
In college football tonight.
Oh, come on.
James Madison 7.
Yeah.
The Louisville Cardinals 3. That's that's almost a halftime.
Now we're talking an interesting matchup right there.
Yeah.
I know most people are probably going to have Taylor Swift's boyfriend on their YouTube tonight as the Chiefs are taking on the Chargers.
Right, they are,
The Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. That's still weird for me to say all these years later. I know they're the Los Angeles Chargers, but I still want to call them San Diego.
San Diego Chargers. That's what they are.
I mean, they are the San Diego Chargers inside of my head, even though they're not. I don't know why they just paused the clock at 28 seconds.
Now they got 30.
Now they got 30. But anyways, I just back to what we're discussing. Taylor Swift's boyfriend and the Chiefs.
And speaking of that one, the Chargers lead the Chiefs 6-0 with 9 minutes to play in the first quarter.
Ooh, look at that. There we go. So down in Brazil, that game's taking place. That one, I believe, is on YouTube for free.
Yep.
That's an awkward thing. The NFL trying to capitalize on every single possible outlet.
The NFL trying to do their best, Major League Baseball, and make it as impossible as possible to watch their product.
It is for sure. You know, I caught some of last night's game, but I'm an early riser and had to go to sleep before that one went off the air. And initially, my television was telling me that it was just only on Peacock. And sure enough, thankfully, it was on YouTube TV, and I was able to catch some of that game. What a weird one that was, the Eagles versus the Cowboys.
I mean, they both started out, looked like the first team to 50 might win that thing, and the Eagles outscore them 3-0 in the second half
sure
and win
did.
it 24-20.
So, an hour-long weather delay in that one.
Weather delay.
You know, I thought we were going to have ourselves a big, long weather delay here, but right now we're still in the clear. As we got about a minute and a half left. So we're going to take one more break before we kick off here in the second half. Wildcats on top right now, 28-7. You're listening to 92.3 WFKN.
Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
Welcome back in, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. We're getting set for the second half kick, where your Wildcats are set back to receive. Looks like Brody Perry and Xavier Hampton back there. Wildcats leading at 28-7 as the sky is lighting up right now with a lot of heat lightning out there. The weather, I'm told, according to everyone and my telephone, is pushed back to about 11 o'clock, so nobody's concerned about it. Here's a good opening kickoff. Caught up high there by Perry. He's going to return to 25-30, looking for room on the outside, all the way up to the 35, to the 40, brought down at the Wildcat 42-yard line. So a pretty good return there.
Yeah,
good starting field position. I mean, our own 42-yard line. It's hard to argue with that.
All right. PA announcer, as you know all about, trying to get the home fans fired up to get behind their defense here.
Yeah.
This game's not over, but
absolutely not.
I think maybe if the Wildcats can score one touchdown before the Generals put more points on the board, I think you start heading towards victory lane.
For sure. Come out in the wing tee here. Delk under center. Here's the handoff right up the gut. Aiden Jones taking it quickly in kind of a fullback formation. Quick handoff, gain of 8 on the play. So going to be 2nd and 2 with that clock running. And, man, you got to say, their PA, he does a pretty good job here.
Solid.
Yeah, solid PA guy. They're giving away a lot of free T-shirts. I mean, I'd get loud for a free T-shirt.
I mean, I'd take a T-shirt. You can never have too many T-shirts.
Absolutely not. Back under center is Delk. One running back in the backfield. McPherson goes. Oh, and the Generals jump off sides.
That'll be
Maybe a first down. Yeah. Shout out to whoever's on Lafayette's concession grill. That hot dog was good.
It was.
My burger that I've got here, it's good.
I got me a water, which I was getting a little parched, so that was nice.
Somebody get this man a Coca-Cola.
Man.
We need you know what?
It's Aaron's fault I don't have a Coke. Because we were at a gas station. I said, I'm going to go in and buy a Coke in case they don't sell Cokes at the game. Oh, you'll be all right. We get here, guess what? They're selling Pepsi. So.
Hampton looking for room off the right side. He finds a lot of room, and he takes it out almost a near gain of 10. Let's see if they give him the full 10 and give him a first down. Thought he might have been stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he just got behind his blockers. Good show of patience right there. Given 9 on the carry, going to be 2nd and 1. You know, we need to find ourselves a deal with Coca-Cola just for
I mean, they could,
just for my man Brian Talley right here.
You would think. I mean, with me being a legend and everything, I mean, you would think.
It puts me in the mindset of former WKU basketball coach Ray Harper, who pounds Diet Coke.
Pounds them,
yeah. Carry for the Wildcats up the middle there. Gain of about 6 on the play up to the Generals 30.
You would think I'd just be able to walk into Coca-Cola headquarters and say, hey, I'm Brian Talley, the legend, and they just give me a couple year supply of Cokes.
I mean, it's been I'm thinking about Coach Ray Harper now. I can't get him out of my mind. Just over 10 minutes left here in the second quarter as we get completely off subject.
Third quarter.
Third quarter. My apologies. See, that's where my mind's at right now. It's on Coca-Cola.
I get it.
Toss goes wide left to Hampton. He's got one to outrun, and he
nice
can't quite
tackle.
get away from him. Very good tackle there. Very good tackle there by
Colton Coleman.
Yeah, Coleman on the tackle there. The top wide receiver on the season for the Generals, playing defensive back out there right now. Under 10 to play here in the third. Wildcats leading it on another just ground you down into the dirt, take your time and run it down their throat type of drive here to start off the third quarter. I love this so much. It's just a beautiful thing. Here's the handoff, double handoff. Not brought down behind the line of scrimmage this time, but he does end up on a gainer there, gain of about 4 Going to end up about 3rd and 4.
McPherson again on the carry.
McPherson still trying to lay claim to that Pelican Snowball Player of the Game. We need to start ourselves at TikTok's what we need to do. Maybe then we'll find that brand rep deal.
Yeah, I mean, this could be maybe onto something there.
Wildcats run to the line of scrimmage this time. Here's the handoff to McPherson again. He's looking for room off the right side, and he is tripped up and brought down. He looks like he's going to be short.
Going to be about 4th and 1, I think. 4th and a long 2, a short 2 maybe.
Looks like we got a player down out there, and is that a Wildcat?
It is.
Yep, got a Wildcat down. I couldn't tell it when the play happened there, but it looks like one of our players got snapped down quickly on a blocking attempt. I can't see the number of the player, who that is, but he's pointing to his right leg, fingers crossed just for a cramp. Coach is down there with him. Nobody's appearing to be too concerned. 43 Jackson Gass, limping a little bit coming off the field. Bravo, young man. One of the toughest kids on the team. I mean, gotta be. Leads the team in tackles so far on the season as Jackson Gass. One of my favorite designated hitters that you'll see on the Franklin-Simpson Wildcat baseball team. Jackson Gass with 20 tackles prior to tonight coming into this one.
4th and 1 here.
Leads the team in tackles for
big
loss.
Play here for both sides of the ball.
Delk under center, one running back in the backfield. Wide receiver goes in motion, and they jumped off sides. He got him with a hard count.
Sure did.
1st down, Wildcats. Oh, that's a backbreaker. Oh, that's a backbreaker. I don't know which one the head coach is for Lafayette, but right now he's got to just be fuming.
I think it's the one with the smoke coming out of his ears right now.
I mean, you're down 28-7 to start off the 3rd quarter. You don't get the ball for the opening kickoff. We've already run nearly 4 minutes off the clock and sitting on your 16-yard line, and you know, you jump off sides and encroachment. Here comes Jones up the middle, and he's fighting for yardage.
Man.
Gets right up to a 1st down marker, and I think he's going to have a 1st down. 1st down Wildcats for Aiden Jones. My word, that young man runs hard.
Yeah, Wildcats can really probably get a fatal blow here with a touchdown on this drive. They've burned, like to your point earlier, they've burned a lot of clock.
They sure did.
And they would go up 35-7 now, an official timeout for something.
Yeah, clock stops there.
Oh, there's a player down.
Yeah. An injured general there. Going to be 1st and goal for the Wildcats from the general 6 or 7 yard line. Kind of hard to tell from our vantage point. But 7:52 on the clock here in the 3rd. Trainers are out to see the down general. As soon as they get there, he hops up, kind of limping a little bit away. They don't seem to be too concerned, maybe trying to – he's got his helmet in his hand. Yeah, that's legitimate. Going down a little bit. This isn't one of those college things where you hit the deck and act like you hurt, but you're not really hurt. That's a legitimate injury there.
Southbourne and Greenwood go to another lightning delay. They had one to start the game. They brought the teams out on the field, and right before the opening kick, lightning strikes. So they are officially back in another delay.
It's difficult right there. It's very difficult. Handoff up the middle. Wildcats take it down to about the 2 or 3 yard line. Aiden Jones on the carry. It'll be 2nd and goal, Wildcats.
And the Wildcats are perfectly content to just take all the time they need to get this ball in the end zone.
Absolutely. Keep Kondo over here on the sidelines and out of rhythm. That's one thing I will say, too. I haven't seen him warming up over here on the sidelines. Typically, a starting quarterback will be throwing consistently on the sidelines, trying to stay warm and keep mentally prepared and focused. We haven't seen any of that. Running it up the middle again.
There it is.
And there.
Was that Blake?
Is that Blake McPherson?
Yep.
Blake McPherson. Touchdown, Wildcats. Believe that's McPherson's 2nd on the evening. Staking claim to another Pelican Snowball player of the game.
For sure.
Blake, we're going to have you a plaque back home waiting for you in Franklin, buddy. 34-7 Wildcats currently as we await another down general injured player. Quite humid. Going to be a major drop in temperature overnight. I am no weatherman, but I know tomorrow it's going to be cold. High of 69 degrees in Franklin after my car read as high as 91 degrees today in downtown Nashville. So just right down the road there in downtown Nashville, it was up over 90. I think the high listed for Franklin was 85 coming into the day. Now here comes the kicker, Brody McAllister, on for the extra point attempt. Going to try and make it a 35-7 ball game with under 7 minutes to play. A 5-minute, 3-second opening drive for a touchdown.
Tomorrow, a high of 69.
Yeah.
69.
Yeah.
That's going to be wonderful.
Yeah. That's football weather. Kick is up. It's good.
Good.
35-7, Wildcats on top. We'll be right back with more live Wildcat action on 92.3 WFKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Welcome back, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. After another Blake McPherson touchdown to make it a 35-7 game with your Wildcats on top with 6:57 to go here in the third. The kickoff afterwards goes out of bounds, I would imagine purposefully, to keep the dangerous returner, J.J. Richardson, away from it. And Generals running 5 wide. Jumped off sides there, but not called. Big time. Oh, nearly picked off. I believe if McPherson was looking for it, it hit him in the chest. He was more focused on bringing down the would-be receiver. But, man, that was nearly pick number 3 of the night.
Kason Hemshoot was there on the coverage, too, knocked that ball away.
Pardon me, you're right. That is Hemshoot. I was thinking that was McPherson. I need to get my eyes checked sometimes, I feel like.
Hey, I get one right about once a game. So that's
4 wide this time, 1 running back. Looking across the middle, throws out wide right, and incomplete pass again to Locklear.
I don't think they've connected tonight, have they?
I don't believe so, and Locklear has been his favorite target. Close to 200 yards on the season for Locklear. In receiving, 187 prior to tonight, 2 touchdown receptions. 6:49 on the clock now. There's the snap. throwing across the middle.
What a catch.
A great catch. A diving back by Grants, I believe that is. Wow. Colton Coleman, pardon me. See, need to get my eyes checked. I really do. It's not the up-close stuff. It's the stuff that's at distance. But, maybe I'm just tired. Who knows? Good enough for a first down for the Generals. Clock rolling now. Continuing with the 5-wide shotgun formation. Bobbled the snap, and he takes it and takes off. A flag in the backfield. Probably going to be a holding call. Kondo, a good run out about 15, 16 yards, but looks like it's going to be called back.
His best run of the night is going to get called back.
I believe holding is the call. Yep. So, Brian, they're seeing 5 wide to open this third quarter drive for the Generals and trying to do more of what we thought they would do. Whenever they played against Collins, I don't know, but I'm guesstimating, you could say, that they kind of gave in towards the end of the game.
Yeah.
And if they don't get a touchdown right here, we might see them break down from the 5 wide. Receiver goes in motion.
That's false start.
Another
again.
false start, back them up 5 more yards from 1st and 20 to 1st and 25.
They are not an overly disciplined team, I don't think.
They're certainly not playing like it right now.
He gave the signal for offsides, but should have been a false start.
First and 25 for the Generals from their own 32 now. So 15 yards and penalties after achieving their first down of the second half. This crowd, is decimated right now from what it once was.
Yeah.
What was once a raucous and fun crowd. Throw it out wide left, and it hits the ground, skips it to the receiver. And Kondo
very
visibly,
animated there. I'm not sure about what.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because
he's the one that threw the ball on the ground.
Yeah. He was jumping around like he was making a catch attempt or something right there. Receivers visibly animated and upset for the Generals as well. And this isn't anything that the Wildcats necessarily are doing. These are self-inflicted wounds. Throwing deep to Coleman. Coleman, little bit of hand fighting there. Oh, no! I completely disagree with that call.
I do too.
That is a horrible call. That's about as minimal coverage. It's a 35-7 game, I know, but you ain't got to give it to them.
Let's see. They haven't made a signal yet. It may be on the offense, Cody. They're taking the ball back there.
They sure are because, if there's no way.
It's on the defense.
Oh, my word. And the crowd cheers. The crowd goes wild. That's ridiculous.
In high school, only a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, so they get back up to the initial line of scrimmage where it was 1st and 10 to begin with on their own 47-yard line. How apropos is that? So going to be 2nd and 10 with the 15-yard penalty.
Oh, my goodness. Now bodies fly everywhere. Now they're falling backwards.
That's
false
start. Yeah,
general.
Yeah. This team looks like a team that wants to give up right now.
Yeah.
It really does.
Glasgow and Monroe County made it to halftime, and now they're in a lightning delay. I'm kind of glad we're in Lexington tonight.
Same.
And
I'm having fun. I don't know about you, but I'm having a good time.
And we're getting to play, so we're not sitting around in a lightning delay.
Yeah, I've had a delicious hot dog. I'm munching on a very well-seasoned hamburger in between breaks.
The first gas station I see on my way out of here is selling me a Coke.
Coca-Cola on its way. Kondo back to pass, looking left, throwing right.
Got a man.
He does. That's a very well thrown ball down to the Wildcat 35. That's number
Stevens, yeah.
Yeah, Stevens. Stevens has been their best offensive player on the evening by a long shot. J.J. Richardson has done okay running the ball and phenomenal from a special team standpoint, but Stevens has been their best offensive weapon on the evening, and that's not saying much.
Man, when they don't.
Timeout Generals, maybe?
Still no signal of who called the timeout.
Maybe a timeout Generals? Everybody's still on the field? I think we got a timeout Generals.
Both teams still showing 3 timeouts on the scoreboard. So.
Yep, 5:46 left to go here in the third. 35-7, Wildcats on top in this one.
Now they're going to say it's not a timeout.
Lightning delay probably, because here come the Generals coming off the field.
Yeah. I just had to say it, didn't I?
Yep, lightning delay. Well,
I had to say something.
Man. Well, have no fear.
Cody, they might get together here and just decide to call it. The coaches are going to meet with the officials at midfield, so let's hang on just a second and see. They might just shake hands and go home.
5:46 left here in the third.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do, I think, Cody.
It looks like they're going to call the ball game.
Yeah.
Rather than a 30-minute delay.
Neither team wants that, and Franklin has a long drive, and it's almost 9 o'clock here already.
Absolutely.
I think that's what's going to happen. If
Yeah.
we see the Generals start to come back out to shake hands, although the coaches have already shook hands. Yeah, and Franklin is cleaning their bench up, and the cheerleaders are loading up. So, that's going to be the ball game. Wildcats are going to
Sure
win
is.
35-7.
Hey, Coach, congratulations. Does it look like we're calling this one?
I don't know. I hope so, but
It looks like it.
It looks like it. We saw Coach Cheney.
have to agree on it, so it depends on how nice their coach is going to be, because I sure don't want to have to wait up here to 2 a.m.
No.
Yeah.
It's 35-7.
Yeah.
They're getting close, but we're technically, if we scored again, they didn't, it'd be a running clock.
It would if we did score one more time.
And maybe
Coach, while I've got you here, remind me your name. Coach Marsh. Coach Marsh joining us from the Franklin-Simpson Wildcats live on the air right now with 92.3. Sorry to put you on the spot here, Coach.
That's okay.
But tell us who you are, what you do for our Wildcats football team.
Well, first, I'm assistant principal at the middle school, and this is my 18th year coaching here, but also grew up here and played for Coach Schlosser back in class of 2002.
Hey, Coach Schlosser.
Yeah,
good to see you, sir.
A lot of Franklin guys around here.
Sure is.
But I coach running backs on offense and offensive coordinator. Me and Coach Cheney's kind of been doing the offense since back in 2013, I guess.
Yeah.
Been coaching here since 2009 football season.
Yeah.
So just wasn't here for those college years.
Well, Coach Marsh, you're doing a phenomenal job with our running backs. And we saw a little bit of scouting from the Lafayette Generals in the double handoff department whenever we're running that from the wing tee. They were following our running backs around into the backfield.
Yeah.
We saw them bring us down on back-to-back plays a couple of times on a drive early in the second quarter. But beyond that, the running backs were finding all kinds of room tonight. In particular, Aiden Jones was bruising them up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job of trying to work on the double handoff and running things down from the backside. But, like anything in football, if you try to take away one thing, you open up other things. So they were giving us the middle, but really trying to take away the outside. We got a couple good outside runs early in the game, put a few plays in this week that we haven't shown on film. Brady Delt did a great job of his belly fake early in the game, kept it around the edge. We didn't even have a guy for their outside linebacker, but he did such a good job on the fake that
he did.
Kept it, made an athletic play and went to the house. So it's a game of adjustments. It's like playing, checkers, chess. You got to kind of match what the other team's doing. So I guess their game plan was to try to stop the double handoff because it had been one of our more effective plays so far this season.
Yes, absolutely. Brady Delk with that huge 60-plus yarder on the end around, outran the defensive back for the Generals, and came away with a touchdown there to really kind of make this game feel like a nearly out-of-reach matchup early on there in the first half. But, Coach, looking at your offense, the offense has been clicking here for 3 straight games now. You've had 33, I think it was, in the first game, 44 in game 2, or was it 49?
49 last week.
49 last week, and here 35 to end it early, with 5:46 to go in the third. But the game is called due to weather, it appears. We are not 100% on that yet, but it certainly kind of looks like it. The coaches are still out at midfield. Everybody's emptied out of the stadium. Coach Marsh with us. We obviously don't want you to give us anything away, even though we haven't confirmed that.
Yeah, they don't tell me anything up here. I get the call plays, and that's about all information I need.
Well, you're doing a phenomenal job of that. Is what I wanted to get our point across here as we're live on 92.3 WFKN airwaves with Coach Marsh. Hey, Coach, Mr. Jackson Grover, your middle school principal.
Oh, yeah.
That's my guy right there.
He's a good dude.
He
I've
sure
been working
is.
with him for a while now. He's a good dude. He takes care of me, and he's a guy that you can he tells you something, he's going to keep his word, and he's great with the kids, and leadership is really good. So, I'm a Franklin guy, and I don't plan on going anywhere, and I like it while he's there. Makes it easy on me.
Yeah, me too. I've had the last few years of calling Franklin-Simpson Lady Cat softball, and he has killed it on the PA.
He likes to talk. That's the word on the street. He likes to talk.
He sure does. Shout out Mr. Jackson Grover, principal of the middle school Wildcats. But Coach Marsh, thank you so much for joining us here live on 92.3 WKN airwaves. Hey, if we're done, congratulations on the win. Love to shake your hand and say thank you. You're doing a phenomenal job. But we're going to take a quick break. We're going to try to find out what's happening. So we're going to take ourselves about a 2 or 3 minute break here, and we'll be right back with you, see if we can't get some answers from down on the field on a possible weather delay, possible end of the game. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you live on 92.3 WFKN.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house is at the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Welcome back, everybody, to 92.3 WFKN's live coverage of Franklin-Simpson High School's Wildcat football. We are currently under a lightning delay, which was kind of to be expected. My name's Cody Schuler. Thank you for joining us here for Franklin-Simpson Wildcat football. However, you're tuning in to us on 92.3 WFKN or 923WFKN.com. So currently your Wildcats are leading this one 35-7 on the long trip up to Lexington at the home of the Lexington Lafayette Generals. 35-7 is the score, and that 7 really only being given up because the Lafayette Generals, J.J. Richardson, had a huge return on a kickoff. They took it about 80-ish yards all the way down to the Franklin-Simpson 4-yard line, and after a personal foul, that one got brought on down to the 2-yard line, and they just kind of punched it in up the gut for a general touchdown. That made it, I believe it was 21-7. And your Wildcats come out, or no, it was 28-7 at halftime after the Wildcats got a late touchdown with about 15 seconds left on the clock before the halftime buzzer. And it hasn't been a whole lot since then. They come out in the third quarter, and they had a 5-minute and 3-second drive that just took the air completely out of the tires of the Lafayette General team. And I got to say that the General team has been shooting themselves in the foot time after time. It has not been a spectacular performance by them on offense. We expected a lot more, if I'm being honest from Kondo, the quarterback. He's got a lot of passing yards so far on the season. He's got 384 passing yards with 5 touchdowns on 52 attempts, averaging 192 yards a game, even though in the first game he only got 82. So he's got a lot of passing yards through 2 games, and he's shown the ability to throw it around the field. But tonight he just doesn't seem to have the zip in his arm. So we're under this lightning delay right now, and we're looking at the referees and the coaches out there on the field having a conversation. I didn't see the lightning, but it must have been in the area. We've seen a lot of heat lightning, so everybody has left the field, minus a few Franklin-Simpson fans sitting over there that just, I guess they're hanging out regardless. And now we're just kind of hanging out, waiting to see what's happening. I will say Blake McPherson making that call early on to be the Pelican Snowball player of the game. With a couple of interceptions in this game. He's got 3 on the season, all 3 interceptions for the Wildcats. We've seen Brady Delk throw it around. Coach Marsh came on there before we took the break and discussed what he's been doing out there as far as play calling. We've sent some things across that the nobody has seen yet. The flea flicker for a deep bomb was a tremendous pitch and catch from Delk to Perry. And now they're announcing half-price burgers at the concession stand. And I tell you what, mine was delicious that I had. They put some seasoning. Aaron Talley joining us now on the radio. Aaron, did you get a burger?
I did not, but
No.
now they're half price. So
I mean,
the funny thing is they're supposed to be sheltering.
Yes.
So
yes, they're supposed to be sheltering.
leave your shelter and go get a.
But hey, Aaron, I've got one question for you. Okay,
Yes.
so I need an answer.
Okay.
Why didn't you get your dad a Coke at the gas station?
Because with the game being moved up to 6 o'clock our time, I was worried that we wouldn't have enough time to set up. And he said, "Oh, I'll just get one at the stadium." And he said, if they don't, then it's gonna be my fault. And it was my fault. By the way,
you know Zane?
Unfortunately, I'm just kidding. Yeah, Zane's a great kid.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hijack your broadcast, but while we have a minute, I'm just going to say thank you to the Channel 9 students for, going to school all day, making a 3-hour drive up here, working tonight and getting home late. So just to bring this broadcast to you all. So
absolutely,
thanks
man.
to them.
Thank you for being there. Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 with the current viewing party at the Rack House. If you're at the Rack House with us, hey, thank you for joining us.
Cheer loud.
Yeah, get loud for your Franklin-Simpson Wildcats, leading it 35-7 here with 5:46 to go under a lightning delay. As I saw some more lightning pop up there right now as we say that. And there is a strobe light out in the distance behind the visiting bleachers that has been killing me all night because every time that I catch it out of the corner of my eye, I think it's more lightning. Nope, it's just that, and I'm pretty sure it's a bus strobe, but I can't see it from where I'm at. But this has been a fun game here so far. We need a Coke for Brian Talley.
We'll get him one.
An ice cold Coke. Maybe he needs that McDonald's Coke is what he needs before you guys get too far out of town.
Well, Dad said that it's Lafayette's decision on whether this game gets called right now or not. And you know, if I was a home team and my team drove 3 hours to get here, I'd just say,
yeah,
let's load them up.
Yeah.
But apparently they haven't said that yet. So
our Franklin-Simpson team has taken down their own video. So there is that. We do have Mr. Schlosser out on the field, our Simpson County superintendent. I've heard him referred to as the old ball coach. He had his headset on up here, and I love seeing that from our superintendent. That's so exciting.
Well, I asked him the other day, I said, Coach, did I miss something? When did you get back into coaching? He said, I'm more of an analyst.
Yeah. And whatever he's doing a great job of it. It's been a lot of fun having him around. He knows ball. He knows ball very well. I don't know what it is, but him and I tend to run into each other a lot. I know that sounds awkward to put across WFK and airwaves right now, but it seems like we run into each other at every restaurant we go to. we must be on the same normal schedule as far as takeout goes, and every time, man, we just talk about whatever's happening at Western with the football team, the basketball team. He wants to talk about Franklin-Simpson football, of course, and Coach D. Spencer and what's happening with the basketball team there. There's a lot going on in the sports world whenever it comes to our little area. And, you know, I do need to look up the score right now and bring it to the people for what's going on in the NFL. Hey, Los Angeles Chargers in the second quarter up 10-0 on Taylor Swift's boyfriend's team.
Not the Chiefs anymore.
Yeah, no longer the Chiefs will they ever be. I will continue to troll the Chiefs.
I will say, though, my daughters cared nothing about the NFL until Taylor Swift started dating Travis Kelce.
Same.
And their favorite team, if they had to pick, would probably be the Chiefs because of that reason. So it was either a genius marketing ploy or true love.
Yeah, and congratulations to them on their engagement, obviously. You know, I'm just going to say this. Johnny Cash and June Carter, they got married in Franklin.
Yes.
So if you need a historic, beautiful setting, Taylor and Travis, you could be Johnny and June all over again. Come on down.
They'll even give you a plaque there on the square.
We'll put a plaque up on the square in front of the old courthouse. Come on down. We'll do it. My wife would be there overnight camping out for for that wedding. I guarantee it. So the Chargers up on the Chiefs right now. We're just having some fun. Right now, while we're in the middle of this lightning delay with 5:46 to go in the third quarter, lightning delay here in Lexington at Lafayette Generals High School, 35-7. Franklin-Simpson Wildcats on top. Looking ahead in other sports news, tomorrow a big-time game for your Western Kentucky Hilltoppers taking on Toledo. That's it. We've got the official word before I get into my WKU talk and go off on my rants there about how great Western Kentucky is and Maverick McIver for Heisman. Before I get into all that, we've got a game here. Game over. It is 35-7 with 5:46 to go here at Lafayette High School in Lexington. They're going to send us home a little bit early so everybody can get home hopefully before the 11 o'clock hour. You know, it's about a 2.5-hour drive back to Franklin. I'm staying the night with family. Brian Talley, the legend himself, as more lightning pops up, just as we say that. Thank you for joining us, my friend.
Yes, sir. I will not be at next Friday's game. You will not be at the game 2 weeks from tonight.
Correct.
So I won't see you again for 3 weeks, my man.
I'm going to miss you. I'll tell you what.
I'm probably going to cry most of the ride home.
I don't know. I don't know if Amazon ships Coca-Cola or not. But if anybody's got Brian Talley's address,
text me or message me. You can have my address. If
you need to ship this man a Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Put it on your list stat. But anyways.
Man, let's get out of here.
Yeah, let's do it. Thank you so much to our producer, Zane, back in studio. Did a phenomenal job again tonight.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters, with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house isn't the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson Watch Party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
In Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.